Hello, guys. Glad to be back. So, this is the podcast, and today we are going to start the English conversation a little bit with Venerable Venerable Monk Sambo. He actually got the opportunity to study abroad, basically in Singapore. And today I am very excited to have the English conversation with him by online. And I invited him to join this program to share the experiences of learning in Singapore because I still believe, learning abroad would be a lot of challenging to English learners, especially Singapore is known as the English speaking country. So we probably come to use English a lot more than our native language. So that's why I think this podcast will be beneficial to those for those who like learning English or for those who plan to study abroad. So you should watch these videos to get new experiences and the environment of learning English as well. Okay, so that's it. I would like to take a look to Venerable Sambo right now. Hello, Venerable. Okay,
Yeah,
welcome
hello.
back.
Hello.
Yeah, you're probably doing great. All right.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm fine. Thank you.
thank you so much. Yeah, I think you're doing great. Yeah, obviously this moment. And this time it would be late night in Cambodia, but I think you agreed with me to join the program, but we're gonna make it short for those who like learning English with us. So I think a lot of friends and also many students from yours, right? They may watch this video on YouTube, Effortless English with Rati, and also on Facebook page, Effortless English with Rati. So I would like to introduce myself a little, make sure we can step into our English podcast and many questions that would be important to learn in this video. So my name is Rati. You guys probably can call me Rati. So I think that would be acceptable for me. So please, Venerable, can you introduce yourself to our audiences? Yeah, before we get started, please.
Okay, all right. Thank you so much, Teacher Rati, and thank you for having me today in this video. Hello, everyone who watching this video. I'm Venerable Sambo, but my full name is Venerable Prat Sambo. Currently, I'm a student in Singapore. I just got a scholarship in this year. I've been here around 3 months.
Wow, three
And
months.
yes, just 3 months. So related to about the experiences to study abroad, I can say I don't have much about them.
Okay. It seems like quite like the environment of studying abroad. Basically, we do know that we all Cambodian. We like to know more things, or we would like to explore something new, especially get or gain new experiences by traveling across the globe, basically from one country to another country. So right now, this is the opportunity to study abroad in Singapore. So Singapore is known as the very rich economy and the best country for tourism. So I believe so because this country is quite smaller if you compare to Cambodia, but the economy is incomparable. Yeah, it's quite big in the Asian country, we believe so. And right, so I would like to get to know more and try to understand about the consequences or the experiences of living and studying in Singapore, right? So, okay, could you tell me at the beginning of your day or the first time that you probably arrived in Singapore? So, what do you think? Can you share a little bit about your feelings or like some kind of your interesting facts? So, what is your feeling at the first time when you get arrived or you arrived in Singapore?
Well, um, everybody when they go abroad and when they arrive the country that they want to go, obviously we got a new feeling because
Mm,
we know clearly we arrive in a new country, and especially for me when the first time I arrived in Singapore, I feel wow, this country is so,
so that would be quite different from Cambodia, right?
yes, and everything it's
Expensive.
expensive in here.
Mm,
After
yeah.
I right here a few days. But I can say about the weather, it's quite similar to Cambodia because we are not far from each other. Just about the flights, we only take 2 hours.
Okay. Right. So thank you so much for giving the information about the general facts, basically for the climate, all right, or the weather between Cambodia and Singapore, I think. That would be the great term to understand more for the condition of living. So you enjoy living in Singapore for the specific time of studying. And could you address for your major and also your background of studying there? I would like to know more about your major and also your university of studying abroad in Singapore.
Okay. Basically, I would like to talk about the college that I got the scholarship from. The college that I got a scholarship is named Buddhist College of Singapore, which is
Wow.
named people here they know BCS, and I am studying English program in a
Yeah,
foundation course. I'm not a in bachelor degree because all the students around in Asia, the scholarship they always provide to the country in Asian.
like
It's,
Cambodia, like
yeah, like
Thailand,
Cambodia, Thailand, Vietnamese, like
Vietnam, probably.
yeah, and they can take this scholarship. First thing first, they need to
Pass
take
the
2 years.
exam.
Yeah, pass the exam to they need to take 2 years to
Mm-hmm.
study in a foundation course because I think this scholarship they use only English, so everything need to be used in English. So that's why all the students here they need to take 2 years to finish the foundation course before they can get into before they be able to join the bachelor degree.
Sounds nice and very interesting. So to be included, we could say so every student has to complete the exam or pass the exam so they can move to the next step.
Yes.
Yeah, this is like the abilities to do. We need the real ability to do. So this is important, I believe. Right. So I would like to question another way. Let's talk about the living condition and also uh, let's talk about the challenge, right? Challenging things that you may face for 3 months. Okay. Can you share a little bit, maybe about your study, about your living condition, and also your English right now, please?
So I could say it really challenging for me at the first time when I write here.
Yeah.
Everything when
Wow.
I meet people that they, especially the same student that they come to learn in the same school, I try to make I try to make communicate with them, but
Hmm.
I cannot use like my own language anymore
Yeah.
because
Oh, it sounds like you can't use your Khmer language to
yeah,
communicate with the people globally over there and try to
yes,
get back to use English.
I have to use English to understand with them, and they also have to use English to me also.
That's we call international language, right? Yeah, that
Yeah,
is
so
the
that's
reason.
why. Yes, it obviously we use only English, and sometimes we could not understand because um, we are in different grade in the level of English, but
Uh,
it doesn't matter because we came here for learn.
yeah,
And one more thing I could say, I don't expect that I can understand is the teacher when he explained the way, but it, in fact, when I went after a few weeks, I feel like, yeah, I can adapt myself to this situation, try to understand because teacher, he knows that all the student they come here, they have like the
Different environment, yeah,
yeah,
different
different environment.
English
First time that
level,
yeah,
yeah.
first time that try to listen to the English explanation, because in our own country when we learn English we can say with my teacher, so that's why some point we can actually listen from the teacher in Khmer. But in
Okay.
here, yeah, there is another point. And one more thing is about the
Living
food.
condition.
Yeah, I could say, yeah, it really different from our country
Yeah.
because the
So like the Buddhist monks or all monks, they may stay together and they may share the room together and the place together to stay. Can you
yeah,
describe a little bit by this way?
yes, about the student they study abroad, I think it's not only me. They um for in here,
Yeah.
every room they might be share room. Maybe in room has three or two students.
So they all monks.
They all monks. So this scholarship, once again, this scholarship they provide only monks.
Oh, I understand. So, but in the class, basically, do we have other students, none, I mean, like they are not the monks and they can join studying in the class together, or just only all the monks?
Yeah, absolutely only the monks.
No girls, no
Yeah, no
boys?
girls, no boys.
Yeah. Fact. Okay, just clarify a little bit, but I think, yeah, everybody watch the podcast so they may get to know more about this way. Yeah, that's going to be important. Okay, so thank you so much for this question. I am very interested in a lot, and basically, you are showing us the differences between Cambodia to Singapore. So basically, the living condition, right? The condition of studying at the first time, you may not understand, you are afraid, right? You may be afraid a lot to understand the lecturer in the class, something like that. But after a period of time, or maybe 2 weeks already gone, and you've been accustomed, you've been okay with the condition of studying with different, different English level and also different type of people or different type of Buddhist monks or monks come from different countries. They may have the opportunity to study there. Thank you so much. So let's move to the next question. I am elated to ask you one more question. We do know that the environment of learning would be quite different from one place to another place. Especially, we can take a look to Cambodia and Singapore, right? These two countries are different. Education in Singapore is quite advanced or a bit advanced, and I still believe the education system is higher. Maybe have a lot of technology for teaching and also the methods of teaching as well. It's quite a bit better if you compare to developing country like Cambodia or Laos. But this now we talk about Cambodia and Singapore, right? And yeah, I would like to know more about the learning environment over there, right? In the morning time, I mean, like the whole time that you can describe. I want to know by this way. And also, I think, yes, you could share with us as well the concern of using English over there. Do you think you have to use English um, all the time, and you think that would be good for you, or you think using English all the time would be hard for you? Yeah. So please go ahead and give us more reason by that. Thank you.
Wow, interesting question. Um, I could say both. Using English, it's really good for me, and using English, it's really hard for me also.
Okay.
And first, I would like to talk about the using English is good for me. Um, as everybody watching this video know, I'm a student, English student, still
Yeah.
learning English, and I still keep the strategy that try to use English more. It can make my English like get better
Yeah.
day by day, all the time when I try to using it. So
This is the way we try to surround ourselves with English environment by learning English with English method, no translation at all, right?
yes, no translate at all. But sometimes we still use because
Yeah.
we could understand about the context.
Terminology or technical term of the vocabulary. So that would be the complex of using English as well. I believe this way. Not only you, I still do translation, but I have limitation for that.
Yeah. And about the second point, it's hard for me to use English all the time.
Uh-huh.
Why? Because I'm not a native speaker. I am not was born in a English environment. I'm
Yeah.
Cambodian and I used Khmer for more than 20 years ago. So that's why it's really hard. But it's yes, it's hard,
Is it
but it's
helpful?
happy. Yes.
Is it very helpful for you? It's very beneficial for you by using only English?
Yes, it really useful. It really helpful for me that I can say I use English all the time because
Yeah.
everything, yeah, every activity, yeah, every action that I have done, I need to think in English before I speak it out to people.
Yeah. This is so important. So if we compare in the time that you stay in Cambodia, you may use Khmer words or you may employ Khmer language a lot with the people you surround with or with the people you stay with, you know, in the pagoda or outside when you hang out with friends. So compared to Singapore, you may reduce your Khmer words or you try to use English a lot more than Khmer. So what do you think? Which one is good for you now?
Um, I still use Khmer sometime when my mom called me, my parents, my friends, my teachers. I still use Khmer, but it's not like long as
It's
English.
not more than like we actually stay in Khmer.
It's not more than English because since the morning until night, I can say I use English day and night, and
Hmm.
sometimes once or twice Khmer in Khmer
Okay.
to make a like, and also I use Khmer in a our social media, just like Facebook, post something and
Yeah.
comment something in someone post.
Yeah.
Use Khmer. Yes.
Still use Khmer because we Cambodian. We never actually forget our identity.
Yeah. Right.
Our you know, this is so important for me. Even though I am using English and I try to use English a lot and I try to teach people how to use English. The reason is because we are Cambodian, and that's why I try to use English wisely or alternatively. That means you know, use English with the situation or with the right context. For example, if I meet foreigner, right, many people that I don't know, like anonymous people or somebody, they are not Cambodian. So if they use English to communicate or start the conversation, so I think that would be the best time to use English and talk to them, right? And
Yeah.
for me, teaching everybody to learn English, so I think it would be important to use only English to teach them. And this is so important. But in the condition of living basically in Cambodia, do you think like we speak English and everybody will speak the same like we? No. Our
Yes.
parents, our friends, basically they are Cambodian, so they don't know English. So this case is quite difficult. So we have to adapt ourselves
Mhm.
in the different contexts.
Oh, I forgot to mention about the English environment in here. We study every Monday to Friday.
Yeah.
In the morning, we have 2 hours, and in the afternoon, 2 hours or so, and all, and 2 hours at night. But at night, we a bit different from morning and afternoon because at night we have to do our self study.
Oh, I understand. So totally we got 6 hours for the morning time to the night time. So we got 2 hours in the morning we learn subject or something in school or at school, and we got 2 hours in the afternoon to study at school as well. And the last 2 hours, we got to study at home, maybe from our room by our self-study or self-research or something like that. Okay, just like that, right?
Yeah, just like that.
That's cool. And that would be a bit different from Cambodian education system, that the thing we do from here. All right, so I think we actually come to an end. Our time is quite short as well for us. So I would like to thank again to Venerable Sambo for actually be our guest. Yeah. And this is like a great opportunity because you and I, we used to make English content, English video on Facebook, and a lot of people like to watch. And right now, once again, it's the podcast. And hopefully, this video podcast would be the environment of learning English, and people they will watch this with the experiences of living, abroad or studying abroad, something like that. Hope that we can make another video for the next episode for our podcast, sharing English right here on YouTube, on Facebook. Okay, so we're coming to an end right now. I would like to thank to everybody a lot. Yeah, just like today, and for the followers and supporters. And we would like to see you guys for the next time. Have a good day. Bye bye.